What is up, guys? Back with another picture-on-picture training style video. First of all, I'd like to say Merry Christmas, Happy Kwanzaa, I believe it's Happy Kwanzaa, Happy Hanukkah. Whatever your religion is, guys, it's that time of the year to just celebrate and be thankful for the gifts you receive and be thankful for your family and your loved ones. Moving on from that, you might realize I'm in a different location. I look a little different, kind of. I'm actually in my office, and today is Friday, December 23rd. So usually around this time, it's very slow with work, especially a couple of days before Christmas. It's how it is, the nature of the business. There's peaks and valleys, and usually December to January it's a little slow, then it starts picking up. Anyway, also I haven't really vlogged anything in a while because Mrs. and I, we just really haven't done anything interesting. If I were to vlog my life on a day-to-day basis, I think it would get pretty boring. I mean, I go to the gym in the morning, I come to work, I'm here till about 5 o'clock, sometimes a little later, and I go home, chill with the missus and the dogs, eat, and then just repeat it again. I mean, if that's something that any of you guys would like to see, awesome, just let me know below and I'll happily film it. Again, I don't think it'd be that exciting, but speaking of exciting, here is the missus. She loves just when I'm filming to just jump in and do silly stuff, which is, I leave some of it in, some of it I cut, but we like to have a good time when we go to the gym. I've said that before. But into the training footage. So this was the 4th cycle and the 3rd phase in that training cycle. Now, when I refer to these, my training as cycles, so basically there's 4 phases within one training cycle. Now, I've repeated this program. This will be, I think, my 4th month. Now, I'm gonna be honest, I'm not sure if I addressed this in the last video. I'm pretty sure I did, about the training with the dudes from Aesthetics. Putting that on hold because I am making great progress on this. I did mention it in the last video. Now I'm just rambling. Anyway, so deadlifts felt great. I did 360, 8 sets of 4, moved well, confident as shit in my deadlifts. Next up, we got squats. 8 sets of 4 with 275. Now, it wasn't too long ago that I was only able to do 3 reps for maybe 2 or 3 sets. So last week I did 10 sets of 3 with 275, and I was happy with how it felt. I decided, let me try 8 sets of 4, get that extra rep. Felt good, felt confident, weight moved fairly well, so I'm excited to see how next week's squat session is gonna go. I think I'm doing 275, I think it's just 280, 10 sets of 3. See how that goes, and just gonna continue to make progress, man. That's what this is about. Happy with how the weight's moving, happy, just overall happy with this training program. Are there things that I need to improve on? Sure. So this is what it would be like if I had a camera guy. Like the Guzman. Get them sick angles, dude. Like Kelvin. But, I don't know. So I left this in there. This was actually, put this clip on my Instagram not too long ago. If you're not following, Eternal Death Slayer 3 is my IG name. Big breath and push up, and my face is red as shit.
Check the deck, bro.
So that's over with. Now it's back to just left the cut the audio out, just trying to talk to you guys. So again, there are things I need to work on. My form isn't the prettiest. Some of these reps aren't the prettiest either, but they're moving. And they're not exactly grinders, except for my bench, which you will see a little later on in this video. Now, a lot of these powerlifting, why am I air quoting? They're like, you know, your basic compound movements, bench, squat, deadlift, overhead press. A lot of it is very technique based. So that's why you can see dudes who aren't that big and don't have that, it doesn't look like they have that much muscle, but they move some pretty serious weight. That's what it is, man. It's practice, it's time under the bar, it's working on your weak points. Obviously my weak point here is out of the hole, which could be worse. I'm gonna be honest, could be worse, but the weight's moving. Now we are moving on to the overhead press. Here, doing 120 pounds. It's a little bit of a grinder. Now mind you, a lot of these clips are out of order. They're not, like this wasn't my first set. I think this was like my 6th set or 7th set. Yeah, the face says it all. Either way, you know, I'm happy because maybe that's what this title of the video will be. I'm happy. I'm happy because week to week I'm making progression, and that is what it's about. I know I'm beating this like a dead horse, but everyone thinks, you know, oh, I'm just gonna go in and lift all this weight, and it's like, no, you have to get your body acclimated to the weight. Like, I wasn't able to do 120 pounds for 4 reps before. Granted, again, form isn't the most perfect, but it's pretty damn good, and I'm not, like, I don't have any pain anywhere to where it's affecting me that I can't work out or it's affecting my lifts. But I'm just trying to get better every day, man. And like I was saying, 120 pounds, wasn't really able to do that before. And here, I'm doing it. And with the overhead press, my goal was 10 sets of 3 with 135 pounds. That's the big wheels on the side. Now, I am so close to hitting this. So next week, I'm gonna do 125 pounds. And then I gotta, when I start the next cycle over, that is when I will be able to hit my goal, hopefully hit my goal of 10 sets of 3 with 135 pounds with the big boys. Now, I am using, like, this isn't the most strict overhead press. I am using a slight bit of leg drive, but whatever. It moved, it was very controlled, I'm good. Moving on to the bench, my weakest, shittiest movement. I don't know if it's like because my triceps are weak, I don't know, but I'm trying to perfect the technique and trying to improve on that week to week. Now, what I was going to do was, I actually had clips from last week doing 200 pounds for 10 sets of 3, and this week was 8 sets of 4. I'm doing the same weight, but I wanted to see if I can get that extra rep. I noticed that on my later sets, on like the 3rd and or the 4th rep, I was struggling a bit, but that's all right, man. You know, that's why I got a spotter, and the weight's moving. So here is the plan. So next week, instead of jumping the weight to 205 for 10 sets of 3, what I'm gonna do is do, again, 10 sets of 3 with the same weight, 200 pounds, but compare it to, by then it'll be 2 weeks ago, so last week's, the first time I did 10 sets of 3 with 200 pounds. Now, in this video, I actually put the clips from last week and this week's in the same screen to show the difference, and this week, the weight moved a lot better, which I'm actually pretty happy about. I visually am seeing the weight move faster, a little more controlled, but again, like a lot of these were grinders, and when I like fail on the 4th or the 4th rep, I do my best to just try to control the weight coming down. I knew I wasn't gonna get it back up, but I was trying to control the weight. So that's what it's about, man. Progression and control, doing better week to week. I'm gonna close this video out here. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. I really like it when you guys leave me comments, and if there's anything that you want to see specifically or have any questions, just ask below. I know I'm not the greatest, the strongest, or the bestest, but we're making progress. Thank you guys so much, and I will see you in the next video.